What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be continuing our watch party and review for Invincible. Yo, Invincible has been amazing. Invincible season 3 has been so good so far. We are 5 episodes in, and tonight will be our 6th episode that we're gonna be having for us. I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm excited for it. Yo, season 3, episode 6. I'm pumped. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna nerd episode 5. My bad. Episode 5. And we are going. No. My bad. I'm tripping. It is episode 6. I'm reading chat. Bro said, "How was episode 5?" My bad. Yo, what's up with the mans? How you doing on Twitter? How you doing? I hope you're having a good day. What's up with it? What's up with it, Shaquille Oatmeal? What's up with it, Shaquille Oatmeal? How you doing, bro? Welcome back. I know you're pumped for Invincible, right? I mean, we all are pumped. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you are excited to watch Invincible season 3 episode 6. Let me get a 2 in the chat if you're not, and let me just get a 3 in the chat if you're happy to be here. You feel me? Because that's okay too. You can just be happy to be around here because we be vibing, we be chilling, and we gonna be checking out this episode tonight, yo. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for real. I'm not gonna lie, I really am. Last week's episode was really good, very heartfelt, definitely staying in those family vibes. And then tomorrow, and then tonight's episode is probably going to be capitalizing on a lot of the stuff that we already saw going on with Alan and Omni-Man last week, right? Because we saw some crazy things occurring with them. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what they're gonna have on in store for us and what they're gonna bring on board. You feel me? Because I think they're gonna have some crazy things. We'll also be checking out Easter egg breakdown for the last episode, just to kind of get the vibes going as well, so we know what we're going to be getting into tonight. If you guys are readers here, I am a watcher. I'm not a reader, so I've never read any of the Invincible comics. Unfortunately, sorry about that. So you feel me? I do not know any of the things that are going to be coming up soon. Please don't spoil them either. I don't like the spoilers. So you know, yeah, vibe with me. I hope you're having a good one. Because it's gonna be a fun time tonight. Let me season. There we go. Oh. Boom. Man, no Adam Eve and Mark Frisky scene. No, that's crazy, Shaquille. Yeah, his picture is crazy for real. I'm gonna train for 16 minutes, taking a 10-minute break. Hey, I hear you. Nah, Tobio, not this time around, brother. But we are gonna have some stuff going on for the future. You feel me? Yes, sir. When's this episode coming out? This episode's coming out in 45 minutes, chat. 45 minutes and this episode is gonna be out. I'm hyped for it. Yo, what's up with it, Sam? How you doing, man? I hope you're having a good one over there. Works hella busy, might not get to watch for too long. Yo, what's up with the DPG? Welcome back, man. How you doing today? I hope you're having a good one. Hey, no matter where you guys are watching, whether it's on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you follow, subscribe, all that stuff, because it helps out tremendously around these parts. We always are doing watch parties and reviews for all the different shows, whether it's Marvel or DC or whatever it may be. We're always doing them here on the channel. Um, Next week is Daredevil Born Again, yo. So it's gonna be Marvel vibes galore because Daredevil Born Again is dropping, and I'm so excited. I am so excited for Daredevil. I can't believe it's already here. This year is flying by. How the hell are we already in March? I feel like I was just saying I can't wait until March, and literally on Monday it's gonna be March, man. We are gonna be popping. I'm so excited. If I'm not mistaken, they have a 6 p.m. release as well for Daredevil. So we're not going to have to be here super late. And you guys on the East Coast, I think that's 9 p.m. EST. So, I think, don't quote me on that yet because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Sam, that episode's going to be out, like I said, in about 43 minutes, I think. This episode is going to be so dope. We get to see Jesse from Breaking Bad. Yeah. I think if you guys have seen the thumbnail that we have going on here, yeah, we're gonna see. I think his name is like Power something. I don't know. I haven't even seen the trailer for him. You know what I mean? No idea who he is. None of that stuff. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to be coming on board. You're gonna see me here for every episode of Daredevil. Yo, the Daredevil watch parties are going to be iconic. I just want you to know that. It's gonna be insane. Like people are for sure gonna be pulling up in droves for that one. I'm ready. When it drops, I'm gonna hop on for sure. Then I resume my training when the episode is finished. Hey, hey, I hear you, Invincible. I appreciate you taking the time out your day. You feel me of saving people and working out to to keep the world safe. To be here with us here at Marvel Bros. You feel me? Yo, what's up, BG? How you doing? Terrell, my guy, welcome back, man. Speaking of Daredevil Born Again, have you seen the social reactions being overwhelmingly positive? The last time it has been like that was for X-Men 97. Now, I haven't really seen anything, I'm going to be honest. I usually go and kind of the closer we get to a show, I kind of go into like a media blackout for that specific thing. Just because once we get closer, that's when everybody starts spoiling shit. People that saw stuff, like I don't want any of my opinions or anything to be swayed by anything that I see or to see anything too earlier. You know what I mean? What's your expectations for the last couple of episodes? My expectations have been pretty much hit and gone through a little bit as well when it comes to these last couple of seasons, last couple of episodes. I did not expect Oliver to be on Demon Time the way he has been, and I like that about him. It was really nice to be able to see him kind of being a kid and actually kind of playing and not killing the other kids that were bullies because he knows that they're not bad guys, they're just bullies. Like it was nice to see him be a little human because I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous for a second there because I was like, "Oh, bro might be, he might be, and he still might be." But it's just like, damn. I hope we don't see little bro get his ass absolutely handed to him on a silver platter because that would be pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be pretty sad, man. So, um, but when it comes to Oliver, he's on Demon Time. Really excited about. I love the relationship that we got going on between Adam, Eve, and Invincible. It's really nice. Uh, I think I think that we can see their future kind of coming together a lot more. That last episode was dope as hell when we saw them kind of fighting and all the shit that was going on. Bro, like these even last week's episode that I guess you could kind of call a more quote unquote filler episode. It's like damn. It's like damn, like that's pretty intense. I enjoy the comic version of Invincible more than the trashy animation. I don't think the animation is that bad. Relax. Remember I'm still DeVille Turner fam? Shit, how would I know that? My guy's name's in What's up with the G? How you doing? Killing is bad, and anyone who kills should be in jail. Oliver kills Surrender Mauler. I'm gonna ignore that. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, like he's like, yo, he's a kid. He doesn't know any better yet, though. Like, nah, bro, killing is bad. You need to go to jail, right? Like, put him in jail. I really like that Invincible ended up getting finessed again last week, like the same exact way by the same exact dude. It's like, bro, when you gonna learn, pimping? When you gonna learn? You still have a lot to figure out, don't you, buddy? Hey, Sam, I appreciate you for following on Twitter. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. Chat. All right, chat. All right, chat. Let's see. All right. Let's check it out. It's time for new rock stars to get us all caught up to date with all the little Easter eggies. Oops. Easter eggies and everything else. Okay. Bam, there we go. All right, y'all ready? I'm ready.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemens, and this is a breakdown of Invincible Season 3, Episode 4, titled You Were My Hero. 2 episodes in where we do a little bit of time traveling in one half and a prison break in the other?
Ooh.
What the hell's going on? Plus, we learn about one of the biggest secrets that the Viltrumites have been keeping from the rest of the galaxy. But first, make sure to check out nerdride.shop where you can find the latest.
Wait, this is for the last episode. This isn't for this week's episode, isn't it? Oh, maybe. No, this says 4, right? Yeah, it does.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemens, and this is a breakdown of Invincible Season 3, Episode 5, titled This Was Supposed to Be Easy. Mark and Eve start a lucrative business, and I must say, they're doing a good job. But we also learn more about the Order, who's really in charge, and whether or not Chicago will survive again. Let's look at this episode scene by scene and go through all the little Easter eggs and details you might have missed, and also, you know...
Yeah, this episode was crazy.
First, be sure to check out nerdride.shop where you'll always find the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. Right now, you can grab something from our line of merch celebrating Marvel's first family, taking their first steps in the MCU this summer. I'm talking about Fantastic Four First Steps. Did you not get it? Did you not catch on? Well, that's what I'm talking about. Plus, we have some items celebrating all sorts of fandoms. Again, we're getting to convention season. WonderCon's coming up in spring. Make sure you get this merch, wear it, get it signed by your favorite Marvel person. Support the channel and check out nerdride.shop. So as I mentioned before, this episode is titled This Was Supposed to Be Easy, which comes as the line in Invincible issue number 53 when Mark fights Titan outside the prison. We open with Titan suiting up for another day at work, being a crime lord, with a very funky, catchy song. It's Attitude by We Are the Good. And
yo, I like his character a lot. Not him. Not his character.
being a crime lord with a very funky, catchy song. It's Attitude by We Are the Good. In episode 3 of this season, we saw Titan when Mr. Lee was looking to get Multi-Paul busted out of the GDA prison. As a quick reminder, in season 1, Titan became head of his organization after using Mark and the Guardians of the Globe to defeat his former boss, Machine Head, who we'll see later in this episode. Titan has the ability to transform his skin into a rock-like form, giving him superhuman strength and durability. Also, a reminder that Mahershala Ali voiced Titan in the first season, but for season 3, he's now voiced by Todd Williams, who's doing a really good job. Todd also voiced Rick Mason in Spider-Man Miles Morales' video game on PS5. We see his daughter Fiona, who was voiced by Nicole Byer in season 1, is now voiced by Somali Rose, who played the little girl in The Sea Beast on Netflix. I really love this movie. However, Nicole returns to voice Vanessa, Titan's wife, this season. Fiona mentioned that she had just finished taking her medicine, and in season 1, Titan told Mark that he got into a criminal line of work for the money, presumably to take care of his wife and sick daughter. As he walks with his daughter to school for a little family time, that's supposed to be a crime business free time, his right-hand
kidding. He was
Isotope
serious.
portals in to tell him there's a problem. Back at the prison, Multi-Paul is locked up at Payton Penitentiary, the same prison that we saw Cecil locked up in a few years ago during his origin story. The first two prisoners we see getting served food are actually the recently captured partners, Maniac and Tether Tyrant, and I hope they get to see each other often. I really do. Or maybe they can just yell through the bars. In a completely insane body horror moment, Multi-Paul starts multiplying and creates a Multi-Paul meat cube inside his prison cell, which one Paul hides in the light fixture to survive. The noise of this sequence is disgusting. I also don't think I can show it here on YouTube. The door is busted off its hinges in a waterfall of bodies and blood, and reminder that the living Paul has felt every one of these agonizing deaths. He then begins to escape, and I love that they use the music of Run DMC's Peter Piper as he beats up the guards. You might have heard it sampled, used in the outro for Missy Elliott's song Work It. This is, though, a different sample, a different version called Rock the Bells by Boys. He spawns more and more copies of himself to fight off the guards and allows one Paul to escape, but he's shackled with a collar that inhibits his duplicating powers. The collar is similar to the inhibitor collars in the X-Men comics used to suppress mutant abilities, and it appeared most recently in X-Men 97. Duplicate talks to her brother in prison. I also like that Paul has now been in prison like 3 times each season. He just can't catch a break. Kate mentions that she was trying to convince Cecil to rehab Multi-Paul like he did D.A. Sinclair and Darkwing. This would have put him on another team, but now he's gonna get more time. She also mentions the Order's failed attempt at breaking out Multi-Paul, which was the attack by Furnace and Crust that we saw Mark and Oliver stop in episode 3. Duplicate then mentions that it's her father's birthday this week, and then we get a flashback to a clearly very stressed out dad overwhelmed by his multiplying kids. The government steps in and takes the kids away for testing, and while Kate empathizes with her dad's decision, Paul only blames him for allowing the government to do what they did. This is also very similar to the conversation
their dad went
had at the
crazy
grocery store in the last episode.
Like,
all these power
he literally went crazy. You can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he had no idea how to handle his kids multiplying in front of him. He went from having twins to quadruplets. Like, bro, literally lost it. He had he had a breakdown. Like,
are trying to
and the
grapple
son is
with
mad.
who they
Like,
are
bro, what?
As a result of their traumatic upbringings. In Invincible issue number 25, the origins of Duplicate are presented as a storyline in the middle of an issue, similar to like Cecil's origins in the comics as well. Duplicate's and Multi-Paul's powers were actually a curse given to them by an emperor ages ago bestowed upon their family, where the 7th generation after Cha's 7th grandchild would be burdened with a family too large to care for, and it would drive him mad, which is exactly what we see happening right here. It's exactly the same in the comics. At one point, a young Multi-Paul sneaks out of the government facility and joins Master Liu in the Order, and Duplicate thinks she's chosen the morally superior life path, but the way Multi-Paul sees it, they're both still weapons just for different organizations, and they're both absolutely killers. Back at Mark's house, he's trying to hide the fact that he's sleeping with Eve. However, everyone knows that he's sleeping with Eve. Oliver is a brat about it, and Eve is embarrassed, but I think Debbie's just happy to have a family dynamic again.
I love that they were kicking the shit out of each other under the table.
Debbie made everyone pancakes at this breakfast, and Oliver is getting a full stack of them. In the comics around this time, you can notice Oliver actually aging. He's more emo and mean teenagery, and it shows a little in his actions in the show, but not in his features. But now he's basically like a teenage Groot. Eve has an idea of how to make some money to afford a place for her and Mark, and that's by leasing out their abilities as a security consultant. As Eve Wilkin, she starts Invincible Incorporated security firm. The title card goes from silver and white to the original blue and yellow, and I love how the prison administrator is not impressed by a 19-year-old with a business card.
We got bigger problems.
Mr. Liu then gives Titan the ultimatum. He has 24 hours.
Not a 19-year-old with a business card.
He's gonna kill his family. And that really ticks off Titan, because I mean, who wouldn't be ticked off hearing that he might kill your daughter? Debbie then alerts Mark that Oliver's gone missing in the night, and Mark and Eve suit up to go looking for him, and they find Oliver playing in a park with some friends. They watch him from a tree and see that he's just being a normal kid. He's not killing or ripping the heads off of people or accidentally flying through buildings. Some bully older kids show up, and Mark gets worried that Oliver might accidentally kill them, and honestly, I did too. I said, this is the moment where he's not gonna recognize his powers and punch his fist through that child. But then, I'm corrected, he just pantses them instead. Rex leaves a hand-drawn invite to Ray, which is also very adorable. Can he write words? He also misspelled Ray's name and crossed it out. That's just like some young kid writing that he's doing, and oh, you want to feel bad for him, but it's also kind of cute. He wants to make a home-cooked meal, the same kind of meal that they discussed in the last episode. Rex breaks out a bottle of wine he stole from the Immortal, and this is actually a very funny sequence. It's a Chateau something something from 1762, so we know it's a French red wine. The Treaty of Paris was signed in 1762 by the British, Spanish, and French governments, ending the 7 Years' War between the European great powers. As a result of that treaty, France resigned all claims to North America, and maybe the Immortal played a role in that and kept a commemorative bottle. Ray also acknowledges that none of this is normal, but definitely appreciates Rex's gesture. The song playing is What I Needed by Bombay Beach Revival. Oh, good for them. Back at the Peyton Penitentiary, a guard reads a copy of Seance Dog, Mark's favorite comic book, and when Titan rolls up to the window, the guard calls him Sir, so he clearly knows who it is. I assumed he was part of his crew. Titan is here to see Machine Head, who looks and sounds like utter shit. The sparks when he coughs are just such a nice touch. He's such a lunatic. Titan wants to help Mr. Liu, but Machine Head hopes Titan gets destroyed.
I like his voice actor a lot.
Mr. Liu turns into that giant snake and eats you for dinner.
Isotope also did warn Titan that the last guy he saw go against Liu was eaten and turned into dragon shit. So
what's your worst assignment?
Eaten and turned into dragon shit is
and that didn't turn out too well.
Just last night.
That's absolutely diabolical.
looks like that's his MO. Machine Head warns Titan that he must obey Master Liu and break out Multipole, or else he and his family will die. And little do we know that Titan has another great idea up his sleeve. He is a smart man.
That guy, watch out. Smarter than you think. Even for someone who's 50% rock.
Mark tells Debbie about Oliver's night friends. That's also what I call my suitors. I'm joking. She's still worried things could go bad though. And another reason she doesn't want Mark to move out, she doesn't want to be left alone to watch after Oliver. Invincible gets called into Peyton Penitentiary as Titan is on the attack, but as Invincible goes to punch Titan, he drops his rock form. And Titan knows Mark wouldn't hit a defenseless man. He wants to reason with Mark, and Titan explains how his control of the neighborhood has improved things, and Master Liu and the Order threaten all of that. He's also quick to point out how the Guardians, Mark, and all the other heroes never really cared about this part of the neighborhood. Titan must get Multipole out of prison, but Mark isn't about that life. Titan once again shows how he's more clever than Mark by slipping away quickly and easily back into his gray sweatshirt that we used to see in season 1. But when dealing with Master Liu, Titan is really on his own. As Isotope double crosses him, Liu's soul transforms into the dragon, leaving his body behind defenseless, hence the giant bodyguard. The dragon begins to bite through Titan's rock skin and tosses him out the office window, seemingly to his death. The dragon then heads for Peyton Penitentiary, which means Invincible is on the call. Adam Eve wants to help, which Mark tries to stop, but Eve ain't hearing that. The song now playing is Security by Amy and the Sniffers, and all hell is breaking loose between this literal dragon and Mark, and there are already too many casualties. Eve jumps in, creating this whip or some sort of mace out of her powers. We've seen Eve conjure many things with her powers, like shields, or even this kind of suit of armor, though I don't remember her making herself into a mace, which is sick as hell. Back with Machine Head, there's a sexy cyborg pinup photo on his wall, very funny. Multipole finally gets out of his collar in another very gross sequence, and on his way out, he's stopped by Eve. The two start going at it until Eve finally has to make a prison the size of the entire room to capture Multipole. Little does she know that's not the main one, or at least this one is actually free. Mark's having a tough time with the dragons. He's gotten beaten up by Kaiju a few times before, but this one sinks his teeth into his chest. Eve sees a green flash from Machine Head's cell, but there's nobody in there when she checks. But little does she know that's the telltale sign that Isotope's transportation powers are working. It turns out it's all part of the master plan to free Machine Head and dispose of Master Liu. Titan has once again played Mark like a fiddle. It reinforces that Mark is just 19, and while he may be invincible, his powers don't give him the ability to make the best decisions, which is why Brandon is still Team Cecil. I don't think I'm still Team Cecil. I don't like the way he's reacting, but I get what he's saying. Later, as Debbie's cleaning the house, we see the Seance dog toy under the couch and another one on top of the couch.
Those Seance dog collectibles aren't going to pay for themselves.
Mark and Eve decide to slow things down a bit and hold off on moving in together for now, and Mark tells Debbie he's not moving out, and she's relieved. She also doesn't want to be the reason for Mark moving out, but it's clear that he also needs support from his family right now as he struggles with his role as a full-time superhero and also as Mark. Then Debbie tells Mark this.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, the biggest thing I've come to learn about adulthood is that nothing is ever black and white. So I'd say in terms of growing up, you're doing just fine.
And that's the lesson Mark really needs to learn, that the world isn't black and white, good guys or bad guys. There are shades of gray, and Mark needs to be able to work within those margins. Debbie also reveals that she knows that Mark and Eve are upstairs banging, and yeah, everyone knew. Even Oliver knew. It's not a secret. Back with Machine Head, now he's taking full control. Machine Head meets with the other members of the Order, which some of them are from the Invincible comics. We've got Red Eye, and the guy in the mask is the Face, Slaying Mantis, and Insomniac, Embrace. War Woman 2, in the comic comics was the lover of the
characters.
original
Holy
War
shit.
Woman who was part of the Guardians of the Globe before Nolan
That's
killed them all.
crazy.
She went to find Amazonia to become War Woman 2 and get revenge on the world of men, and I love her for that. And the big guy is Walking Dead, a nice nod to the Invincible comic and the show creator Robert Kirkman's other successful comic book series, The Walking Dead. You may have heard of it. For his work in this plan,
Crazy.
Titan wants control of the city, but out of the Order, and Machine Head agrees to it all, but threatens Titan to never backstab him again, or else he's gonna kill his family. At GDA headquarters, Multi-Paul leaves a message for his sister, letting her know that he got out. And I wonder if Multi-Paul will just leave that one copy of himself in prison while the rest of them just live free. It's gonna be like how we saw Kate after she died. It's like, I just don't know where he's gonna go, but that one is probably gonna stay in prison. In the mid-credits scene, we see
I
the
see
giant
what you're saying.
bodyguard
Yeah, for
who
real.
survived his big fall and now sports an arm sling like Hulk did after he snapped. He tends to Mr.
No, that's
Liu's
crazy.
corpse in a burial chamber as the dragon spirit transfers from his body back into Mr. Liu's, whose eyes shoot open. So somehow Mr. Liu returned.
Dark science. Secrets only the Sith knew.
And that's it for my breakdown of episode 5 of Invincible.
Dark
I'm
Science.
still trying to figure out
Secrets
what
only the
Angstrom
Sith
is and what
knew.
he's up to, but I also want everyone to leave Titan alone.
Oh, shit,
Leave
I
him to his
forgot
town.
Angstrom
Let
was
him
around.
be. Please don't kill his family. Comment down below your thoughts on this episode. Follow me at Lulu_Clemens. I want to thank Brandon Barrett for writing majority of all of this. This was a
That's crazy.
In
I
less
didn't
than a
even think
decade,
about that,
AI
for
will
real.
be unavoidable, shaping every aspect of your daily life. In fact, it's already changing the way that people work, and if you don't learn how to use it now, you'll be way behind. Lucky for you, I found the best-kept AI secret that
Okay. That is badass. I'm not gonna
Welcome
lie.
back, everyone. It's Charlie. This will be my full Invincible Season 2, Episode 5 video. There are a whole bunch of Easter eggs and references. We're getting so close to the Invincible War. There's also a bunch of stuff going on with the Viltrumite War.
The what? Man, we 20 seconds in and bro's dropping spoilers like that.
Storyline in the background, too, with Alan the Alien, Omni-Man, and what just happened with Battle Beast breaking out of that Viltrumite prison. Cannot wait for everything and everyone that is coming before the end of the season. So we'll break it all down. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. The episode was titled, "This Was Supposed to Be Easy," a reference to Invincible number 53, where Invincible stops Titan from attempting to break Multi-Paul out of prison, which he angrily then says, "This was supposed to be easy." It winds up being another really big Titan episode, and a lot of the beats mirror some of the big twists of the last big Titan episode in Season 1, when Invincible almost got killed by Battle Beast, who we also just saw
Battle
on the
Beast
series.
is actually a
The
savage
actual episode
as well,
starts
by the
on
way.
Titan's character.
which is
He's
awesome.
based on Luke Cage in Tombstone in the Marvel Comics, but he's also voiced by Mahershala Ali. Big coincidence, because he was also Cottonmouth on Luke Cage, and they're just bringing all
that's
those
right.
characters back in the Marvel Universe through Daredevil Born Again now, like all those Marvel Netflix
We
characters.
just found out it's not the
Seems
same
like
voice
Mahershala
actor, though,
Ali
my
is going to
boy.
be a whole bunch of other superhero characters before he actually does make that Blade movie at Marvel. We are going to be breaking down the 100th season of Invincible before Marvel actually releases that new Blade movie.
There's only been 100th season is crazy.
Since the last time we saw him, Titan had taken over Machine Head's empire and used that new wealth and power to help his family, his daughter. It
Damn.
generally just makes the town a much
My
better
eyes are dry
place.
as
But
hell.
he's still a mob boss, like he's
I need
still a
some
crime lord. So he's still technically kind
eye
of doing
drops.
shady stuff, but he is genuinely trying to make the area better, and he is a big upgrade from Machine Head. All of his daughter's talk of dinosaurs also reminded me of the Season 2 episode we just saw Invincible get thrown into that universe
Yeah.
full of evolved dinosaurs on a version of Earth that had learned how to speak. Then we go to the GDA prison to watch Multi-Paul try to pull off one of the most hardcore prison break attempts you've ever seen, basically killing himself over and over again, many, many times over, to try and create so much pressure that it just bursts the door, which also sets up the twist later in the episode where he does a smaller version of that to
Yeah.
break out of the collar. Duplicate talked about this phenomenon in previous seasons.
That's a good
the
point.
whole idea is that, yes, they can make unlimited copies of themselves, but one of the twists is that they feel everything that happens to their duplicates. Like, if they get hurt, they feel it. If they die, they feel it as if they were dying too. It's kind of hard to imagine how that would affect someone's psyche, feeling the pain
For
of
real.
dying over and over and over again. Imagine what kind of psychopath you'd have to be in order to be able to weather that and just continue on. You also
That's a
probably
good point.
detected the voice actor is Simu Liu from
My
Shang-Chi in
guy.
the Marvel movies, so there's a couple Marvel actors that are appearing during this season.
True.
One of the other ironic twists, too, is that Simu Liu, also from the Marvel Universe, just like Mahershala Ali from the Shang-Chi movies, also having problems with his next big movie, too, because originally the director who did the first Shang-Chi movie,
that's right.
great movie, can't wait to see the sequel eventually, was actually working on Shang-Chi 2, but then Marvel hired him for Spider-Man 4, so they wanted to fast-track that movie, like they're way more important to them. We want to make a Spider-Man movie before we want to make Shang-Chi 2. That wound up causing them to delay Shang-Chi 2 for who knows how long. Like, it's going to be several years before that movie comes out, probably closer to like 10 years after the first movie came out. Like, it'd be crazy. You kind of feel bad for some of these Marvel actors. You kind of see why they're doing all these superhero projects all over the place. Gonna go be a superhero in the Invincible universe for a little while because my superhero
sense.
in the Marvel universe isn't gonna come back for a little while.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that's kind of sad, but that's true. It makes sense though.
His escape attempt does not wind up working. He gets taken out, which Duplicate then visits him, making fun of him for, like, you did all that, you killed yourself this many times, and it didn't even work, and I was getting ready to get you out to begin with, which now is going to happen, and you're going to get even more time in your sentence. She's basically trying to get him to come to the good side, use his powers for good, which he does not want to, mostly because he's still bitter about what happened to them as children with their family in general being broken. But also it sounds like he thinks that he can't leave the Order or he'll be killed, like he's forced to stay in the Order. But even though they're kind of on opposite sides of this whole war, superheroes and supervillains, they still feel like a genuine family, like they still care about each other. They start talking about their father and have a brief flashback to explain what happened to him. Basically, the idea is that they got their powers through a curse on their family. In the 7th generation, supposedly as part of the curse, wound up being them. But the whole idea is that raising kids with those types of powers basically drove him mad. So technically, their father went mad and got taken to an asylum because of them. But at least the way Multi-Paul makes it sound, he feels like his father abandoned them, and that's why he's so pissed off at him.
I mean,
they explain they were then taken in by the authorities and trained to be weapons, which he also is still very bitter about, escaping when they were much younger, and she just continued to say Duplicate.
They taught me how to be a weapon, so now I'm an assassin.
Back at Mark's, they clown on Mark and Eve's relationship, with Oliver and his mother already knowing everything that happened. Like, we set a place for you because we kind of expected you to show up. Generally, they use most of these scenes to just show you how natural their relationship seems. Like, it just seems right. Like, they just belong together. They are each other's endgame, basically. Also, because the way their powers work, they're both functionally immortal, so they can continue living together and any potential children that they might have someday. So basically, they just want to show you a lot of their just like casual relationship scenes, making it feel like they belong together. There are a couple jokes about the practical issues with her using her powers to build an apartment. Like, well, there's zoning laws, like we got to do things by the book, so there's all these different rules about how you can actually do stuff like this. Which basically winds up culminating at the end of the episode.
I really like
the
that
pause
too.
Button on moving out together.
Where it's like,
also because they want to.
I can build us a house, but I have no idea where any of the things go or the water that goes into the house. Like, it's not just magic. Everything is still real. You got to still have all those things, or else you just have a house that might break
slow roll
because
of the
it's
development of their
not
relationship.
structurally
There's
sound.
a lot of
Like,
important stuff that happens between their characters throughout the entire comic book run. And because they're expanding the show with a whole bunch of material that was not in the comics, because the runtime of episodes is way longer, they just slow down on some of the story arcs, and it sounds like their relationship is one of them. They also use their money problems to pay off the whole twist, with him creating Invincible Inc., the private security firm, and using that to make money, which is also a thing in the comics. They use that for the title treatment this week, with Eve at the prison in the business suit, basically selling their services to the government in the prison. This time, all the different colored logos end on the blue and yellow one, like his original costume, the original logo, but all these are meant to be Invincible War references with the different evil.
Bruh.
Mr. Liu, like he did previously, who threatens his daughter's life in the prison.
Spoilers.
Hiring a superhero that he references means Eve was successful in selling Invincible in her services. He
You
is
bastard!
the new guard dog. Mr. Liu is basically reminding Titan that if he doesn't fall in line, they'll kill him and replace him with someone who will do what the Order wants them to do. But also setting up Titan's long-term plan to get rid of Mr. Liu so he can basically get rid of the problem. kind of the same way that he got rid of the machine head problem in season 1 by becoming the boss himself, this time with a bit of a twist, using machine head to basically get what he always wanted this whole time, becoming head of the order, but also forming a bit of a truce between the two of them. So it winds up being a big callback to that original machine head and
15
Titan
minutes,
episode.
chat.
Oliver takes off in the middle of the night to try and make friends who are other kids successfully, and just winds up being a good example
crazy
of how
that he
well
just
things are
spoiled
going
it
with them
like
trying
that.
to raise
Like,
him to be a normal
like,
kid
what
with
the hell
good
is wrong with
values,
this dude?
the
Like,
same
you're not
way
gonna
that
lie, that's
Invincible
wild.
grew up, just being a normal kid. Basically a speedrun version of what happened with Mark. Like the whole reason why Mark is unique in the multiverse, the only version of Invincible who did not turn evil, is because of the positive influence of his mother and the way he was raised. Now they're basically trying to do the same thing with Oliver, and for the most part now, it's been successful. It winds up being a big win for them because he does not absolutely waste the bullies. Then they continue developing Shrinking Ray and Rex's relationship. I think we all knew where this was headed. It was just a question of when they would actually get together for like when they would actually start doing it. They're not quite there because they also use this whole sequence to basically show you the redemption of Rex and how he's becoming more and more of an actual person and less of a dirtbag. We find out that Shrieking Ray is a big fan of reality television, the Invincible universe. It just seems like their universe's version of The Bachelor. You see this on a lot of other TV shows where like characters will watch reality shows. It'll just wind up being Bachelor parodies. Love that he messed up the little envelope invitation here the first try, then just crossed out the name, and it looks like a little kid wrote it and then drew the picture. Like, did a 5-year-old draw this? Because it's amazing if a 5-year-old did it. Maybe they'll start selling these as official merch at conventions. But it's meant to be a dinner invitation, paying off the conversation that they had earlier before they had to bail on making an actual real dinner to take down the villain. The other joke being cooking took so long for him to figure out that it's midnight now, but she's already into him, so like she doesn't care, she's just having fun hanging out. We know where this is going, but the other funny thing here too is this almost felt like an in-universe commercial for a meal service kit. Usually the way you can tell if it's an actual integration where like a brand pays a TV show or a movie money to use their logo or hype up their product or whatever it is inside the movie or TV show, if you actually see the logo itself. If you don't see a logo, they probably didn't pay any money and it's not an actual commercial.
Nah,
Rex
that's
then reveals
sick.
that he stole an old bottle of wine from the Immortal, who has many old bottles of wine because he is immortal. 1762, the date on the bottle here, was the end of the 7 Years' War that ended in America and during the period of the American Revolution, generally. So the Immortal was obviously a very big part of all those events. That particular war was between the Native Americans, the British, and the French, and it resulted in the French giving up all claims to the United States, or what became the United States. At the time, it was still America with the 13 colonies, and Great Britain basically wound up getting a whole bunch of extra real estate that eventually then turned into the United States through the American Revolutionary War. 1762 is a little bit earlier in that timeline. The actual Revolutionary War with Great Britain and the 13 colonies didn't happen until like a little bit later. Then you wind up having the Declaration of Independence, which I think also they were using this scene for a callback to, because the Immortal probably helped write that, and it was a really big reference during the future timeline episode where Invincible killed the future version of Immortal after the Declaration of Independence didn't work on him. They wind up paying it off, though, when they find out that the wine has gone bad a long time ago, which actually is a real thing. If you ever try to collect wine, if you wind up owning wine for a long enough time, like a very long period of time, then eventually all wine will go bad if it's not stored correctly, even if it's in a sealed bottle. So just because somebody gives you a bottle of wine that's like 150 or 200 years old doesn't automatically mean that it's going to taste amazing. It could have gone bad. He also says that he used to steal wine bottles from Immortal all the time, and he never did anything about it. But I think the joke here is that Immortal probably realized what was going on and just let him do it. But I love the way they seed Immortal's backstory and his history, like all the things that he's done over his very long lifespan, just into the background of the show with common Easter eggs like this.
Finally, a meal
That's very
service that
true,
works
because
for
it's
me.
like,
Cook
bro's been
Unity
around
sends you delicious
forever,
restaurant-quality meals
so it
straight to
makes
your door
sense.
every week. Choose from hundreds of meals, including high-protein, low-carb.
At the prison, the guard is reading a Seance Dog comic. He's a Doctor Strange parody. Titan goes to talk to Machine Head, and they basically come up with the plan that they pay off at the end of the episode to get rid of Mr. Luke and use Invincible to do the dirty work. He mentions Mr. Liu's dragon form to set up the later battle in the episode. We'll explain that in a second, but he mentions Battle Beast, calling him his giant space cat, referencing the events of that Season 1 episode where he nearly did kill Invincible. Titan then tries to get Invincible's help the legit way the first time, like he asks for his help outright, like, look, we need to get rid of this Mr. Liu person because the order is way worse than what I'm going to be doing in the city here. Which he obviously winds up declining, but he does quit with Titan about getting payback for almost getting killed by Battle Beast. They do another callback joke to Season 1 where he carries him mid-flight, talking it out, explaining why he needs his help. Their whole conversation here with Titan trying to win him over to the less bad side, like there's bad and then there's really bad, so he's trying to win him over to the side of the less bad people, is all about Invincible's morality being tested, which is a big arc in Season 3. The whole idea that he's trying to wrestle with being a good person or being the guy that saves the world, which is another big callback to Cecil's quote, proving that Cecil is right. Mark is going to have to do some messed up stuff if he wants to save the world. Also a bit of a foreshadowing for what's going to happen with Invincible War eventually, then with Conquest, with the other Viltrum. Show you how smart Titan is, also how far Invincible has to go before he can face a lot of these threats. Like, he's not completely invincible, as a lot of his comments in Season 1 would imply. Then the whole betrayal by Isotope to Mr. Liu was just meant to be a feint on their part. Isotope was in on this the whole time. It was all part of their master plan to make it seem like he was being betrayed and that Machine Head was trying to take over. But really, they were using it for a big twist so that Machine Head could be the one to actually kill Mr. Liu's body when he was in dragon form. When you see him start making that incantation too, what he's doing is he's actually summoning the dragon itself that's bound to his body. The whole idea is that Mr. Liu is ancient, and the reason why he has metal body parts is to help keep himself alive because of the nature of his powers and what's happening with the dragon spirit bound to his body. Many, many years ago in China, Mr. Liu's land was destroyed by a dragon and his family was killed. The dragon was from another reality, another dimension. You could think of this like the Shang-Chi movie too, where the dragons came from that other reality. Technically, his character is meant to be more of a Fing Fang Foom Marvel reference. But when the dragon originally attacked, sorcerers from various kingdoms found a way to stop it by binding it to a human subject, and he just volunteered for that because he had nothing left to lose. But part of the problem is that as he grew older, his body started to slowly degenerate. He started to use cybernetic parts to keep himself alive, to keep the dragon trapped. But when he wants, he can actually summon the dragon and use its power. So when he says that he's more powerful than Invincible because his powers are not based on this reality, unlike his Viltrumite powers, it's because literally the dragon is from a completely alternate reality. Most of this big fight with him is also to show you all the different powers and abilities the dragon has compared to other heroes on Earth, just way, way outclassing them in terms of strength, speed, durability. He cracks Titan's exoskeleton with his teeth, and he's unable to punch through the dragon's skin with his enhanced strength. He goes to break Multiple out himself. This is also right out of the comics too, this whole fight scene. Invincible and Adam Eve use this as their first big fight together on the new team, joking that they can charge double now that there are two of them trying to save the prison. Notice how Mr. Liu just wastes all the other prisoners as collateral damage. He only cares about Multiple because he's so valuable to him as an assassin. Paul winds up pulling the same trick again, creating a bunch of duplicates, killing a bunch of versions of himself to break the collar. R.I.P. to all the versions of himself that died in this episode. And it felt like Adam Eve here was basically pulling a Loki Season 2 Miss Minutes trick on him, trapping him in the box and then shrinking the box down. She's not quite as psychotic as Miss Minutes, so she didn't keep shrinking the box down until she killed him. But the other big twist here too is that his original was not the one inside the box, so he wound up escaping ultimately. Then we see Mr. Liu's dragon teeth are strong enough to penetrate Invincible's skin, who jokes about being more powerful, like I said, because his powers are not based on this dimension. We see Isotope teleporting Machine Head out. That's what Adam Eve is not seeing in the cell, like she's seeing the aftermath of the teleport so that he can wind up killing Mr. Liu's physical body. We also see that the dragon regenerates Wolverine and Deadpool healing factor style, so it is almost nigh unkillable. Omni-Man also fought him during Season 1, and he's still alive, so that should give you a good example of that, like if Omni-Man fought him and was not able to kill him. In the way
That's a
they
good
play
point.
this big twist here, where Machine Head winds up killing his physical body and trying to kill his assistant by just dropping him from a big height with Isotope's powers, winds up paying off at the end of the episode, where basically the assistant winds up bringing him back to life using the spirit of the dragon. But the whole idea here is it's really more about what Titan and Machine Head are doing to get
That's
rid of
just
Mr. Liu. So if you think about the
crazy.
next step from this, Mr. Liu would really be out for revenge against Titan and Machine Head, not against Invincible and Eve. If you're
Yeah.
just talking about his fight with Invincible, he just seemed
Unless
more
you don't
bemused
know.
by that, like he didn't hate Invincible. Titan helps him and then reveals that this was all part of their plan for the fight to go down this way with all the different twists, and he was trying to do him a solid by saving his life because Machine Head wanted to let the dragon eat him before they killed his original physical body. You could also look at this fight as
Three
a good
birds, one
example of how
stone.
far Mark has to go before he's strong enough to face what's coming eventually. You have the Invincible War that's right around the corner with all
Jesus.
the other versions of that are so much worse than what he just faced, so he has to get stronger and stronger and stronger if he's going to stop them. But essentially, the payoff in this episode is meant to be similar to the twist in that last Titan episode in Season 1, where he used Invincible, or they used Invincible in this case, to get what they wanted. Eve then clarifies she used her powers to rebuild the prison, comes in handy, collateral damage, everybody's always wondering about that after big superhero movies. They had paused on getting the apartment together, mostly because they're just not ready for that, story-wise, if you're talking about comic book storyline progression. When he talks to his mother, notice she's also holding his old Seance dog toy that he saved from the dumpster bin at college. Like, I could never get rid of you, Seance dog. I'm not going to throw you away. Then they end that whole story arc with the reveal that Machine Head is now running the Order like he always wanted to do as part of the agreement that he made with Titan, allowing Titan to essentially walk away with the city. We get a brief tutorial on the rest of the characters in the Order, but not a whole lot of speaking lines from them. The Embrace character here seems like more of a magic-based Cersei reference. Slaying Mantis seems like a parody of Praying Mantis at DC. Set is also a magic-based villain. He seems like a parody of like the Egyptian gods or like Seth in the Marvel universe. They're versions of the Egyptian pantheon in both the Marvel and DC universe because you can't copyright things like Egyptian mythology. Then we see the aftermath of Multipol escaping, leaving Duplicate the message that he did escape. In the stinger end credit scene is that Mr. Liu is resurrected by his bodyguard, who also survived, none the worse for wear, with like a little arm and a sling, using the spirit of the dragon to transfer from his body back to Mr. Liu, who is definitely going to want some revenge on Machine Head and Titan when he comes back.
You ever spend hours looking for the perfect monster only to find out it's not?
It's going to be a good episode today,
Stop
chat.
wasting your
We got
time.
3 minutes until this new episode
But overall,
drops.
it was a genuinely chill
I'm
episode
ready.
if you're considering Invincible War that we know is going to be happening in the back half of the season, and everything with the Viltrumite War arc with Alan the Alien, Omni-Man, and what happens with Thetis. We will see if they...
Yeah, bro. 2. I'm hyped. Let's see. Did we just get a Diddy ad? Yeah, that was a Diddy ad. It was pretty diabolical. I didn't know that it was a different actor for Titan. They should have just opened a shipping company. Mark could have carried ships across the seas. That's true. That breakout was nasty. Yeah, it was. If Multipol can do this stuff without whining about it, what's Duplicate's excuse for being happy about? Hey, bruh. I mean, pain threshold is different for everybody. I think Oliver is going to turn crazy. That would be so lit. I'm not gonna lie. It would be, yeah, that would be insane. Multipol being an assassin kind of makes him a sociopath as to where, yeah, I agree with that. The way he just spoiled it like that. Ain't no spoilers, it's in the comic. What is that? That's a crazy thing you just said. It's still a spoiler. This isn't the comic, this is a show. This is the show. So if it hasn't happened in the show yet, it's a spoiler because it hasn't happened in the show. It's happened in the comic, so it's not a spoiler to the comic, but we ain't talking about the comic. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, Hunsho? How you doing, G? What's your opinions on Batman Beyond? Apparently, Rocksteady is making a new Arkham game based on it. Oh, that sounds freaking fire. I'm not gonna lie. Batman Beyond is legit as hell. Batman Beyond is literally lit. All right, chat. Episode should be about to drop. It's midnight. And you know what that means? It's a new episode. Oh, I don't know what happened. There we go. Please just log in. Sweet. Oh my god, bruh. Not like this. Damn, bro. I forgot I logged out of everything. Okay, I gotta do the most right now, low key, to get this password for this email to log into my Prime account. My bad. Hold on. Okay, son of a bitch. All right. On 3, we will press play and enjoy this episode together. Boom. Thank God. All right, my bad. My shit was tweaking. All right, new episode of Invincible is up. Sorry about that delay. If you guys don't know, I will not be able to show you the entire episode from start to finish because the copyright gods will come down with the complete ban hammer. So just so you know that, and that, okay? But I will be able to have it pop up every once in a while, and then it will, disappear. Hey, welcome to the Super Fam. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. On 3, we will press play and enjoy the new episode together. Episode 6, all I can say is I'm sorry. 54 minutes long. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Let's go. Oh. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is the right episode, right? Yeah. I don't know if I trust Paul. That's such a badass thing to say. Oh no, don't tell me this is the park. Don't tell me that this is the park that uh Adam Eve made. Oh no, I don't think it is. Never mind. It looked like it kinda. That super looked like the park. Oh! Oh! Was that Invincible and his dad? Oh my god! Damn. Oh, damn. Did they reanimate the whole thing? Possibly. Because that definitely was a different perspective. Oh, damn. 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 Oh. Oh. Oh, snap. That's true. 2A. What in the hell is 2A? It's Rhino. Oh. Yo, who is Elephant? I thought so. That's John DiMaggio. It's Jake. Elephant was Jake. I don't know. Nah, it doesn't. Facts. For real. Oh, damn. Damn. They hitting some serious notes. Both of them. They both. Is he at a therapist? Nope, that's not a therapist. Bro. I know that voice too. Yeah, that's Kate Mara. Yo, they got straight up voice actors in this bitch. This is crazy. Or straight up actors, not voice actors. Damn. Ah. Oh, so he generates electricity off of kinetic energy? Oh, that's actually so badass. Yeah, and yeah, Aaron Paul is Powerplex. Bruh. Bruh. This is so cool. Mm. Damn. No, you're not, bro. You're gonna die probably in this episode. You're the first one to die, my boy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. Hmm. She is. Bruh, hanging from the roof and the. Turn me up, chat. This is crazy. Uh-oh.
You can do this. Oh, fuck. Do it for Jess and Gretchen.
Yo. Oh my goodness. This is not these. This has gone a little longer than I thought it would. I'm happy that it's normal. I'm like so nervous. I'm just waiting for an explosion or something. I am on the edge of my seat. He looks exactly like Invincible, but like. They're gonna do the thing. They're all gonna die. Anytime he says something like that, everyone dies. Nah. Nah, they're going crazy.
They're trying to put their world back together!
Okay, buddy, we hear you. So, what do you want?
What do I want? I want the truth! I want justice! I want...
That was a banger. This is stupid. Not any of them. None of them do. That's crazy. Are you naked, bro? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That intro was hard. And there's lightning. Bro's suit is badass. I like Power. What is his name? Powerplex? That's just hard. Kinetic energy generating electricity is badass. I like it a lot. I think the movie Cranked with Jason Statham is something like that. Oh! Oh, damn. Bro, you are becoming the very thing you hate, my boy. Electricity powers are just awesome. Bro was able to go back home? Bro, don't touch the baby. Bro, his girl is I I love Paul, man. Yo, I love it. What is bro making now? What? Is that a power belt? That is so dope. Is it gonna make her? What the hell? Okay, that is badass. I'm not gonna lie. Bro's a bloody genius. Oh. Who is she? Everyone. She did almost die. Yo, I had no idea. The case for this is insane. Hell yeah. Facts. Oh. Oh. Oh shit! I didn't know she could do that. Literally can make different wow. Change like the entire form of the map. Like that's crazy. Damn. Mocked him in his face. Bruh, is bruh's wife about to pull up and break him out? Oh. Oh my goodness. Bro is turning up actively. I didn't know that Zazie Beetz was Amber. Bruh. Facts. Yeah. Damn. Damn, that's so true. Ooh. Damn. Just with a Sonic. Oh, okay. They're low key killing it with the shots all of a sudden. Bro is unhinged. And she's still saying we can do it. I understand support your partner, but bruh. Mm. Yeah, Hector, she's on demon time, bro. He even kind of looks like, bruh. Bro, kidnapped. Bro, his own wife and kid is crazy. Y'all are in a bad area to be doing this. Bro, I'm so nervous for his wife and kid. Please get away from this building, bruh. Get him out of here. Why don't you just grab him and fly up? Why is that so hard to do? Damn it! Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Damn. Oh, Supreme Angstrom. Angstrom Prime. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, it's about to get crazy. Holy hell. Holy hell, it's about to get wild up in here, chat. That was one hell of an episode. Like, what? Holy shit. We are really exploring the minute nitty-gritty of what it is to be a hero, what it means to like be a villain. You know what I mean? Like, we are literally going like I don't want to say page by page, but we are really going step by step with this shit and really deconstructing that hero stuff, you know? Like, it's way bigger than just what we see on that surface level of things, for sure. Wow. What an episode, yo. We just got done. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, let me find a good part. Let's do the end right here. Image. Okay. We just got done watching Invincible Season 3, Episode 6, and oh my god, this episode was heartbreaking, gut-wrenching, and every other thing you could call it in between, really pushing the boundaries of the character, of just not characters, but also the deconstruction of like what it means to be a hero, what it even means to be a villain, all the way across the board. And also setting us up for that Invincible War that everybody has been talking about, everyone knows about, and everyone is absolutely ready for. I can't believe it, but we're right here, chat. Like, they are doing the things that it seems most people want. Me, I am a watcher. I don't come from being a reader, so I don't exactly know all of the things that are coming up in next with Invincible, but I do know that they are doing a damn good job of really allowing us as the watcher to feel the feelings of not just our main titular characters, but even these side characters, these background characters, quote unquote, really giving us a inner look at them. Like, we had that one episode that was all about Cecil. We had that little spin-off mini series thing that was about Adam Eve. And then we're just really able to continue to go through these characters. We just did it last week with the Tombstone-like character that there was. We are going through these characters and allowing us to really get to know who they are and what makes them drive, what makes them go. And being able to see this episode reminded me a lot of the beginning of Batman v Superman, where we see the entire thing of Man of Steel from Batman's point of view, from Bruce Wayne's point of view, to really see how bad that destruction is. And for all intents and purposes, that is who Powerplex is within this episode. He is that Batman type of, a little bit more messed up, but that is the character that he is. And being able to see Invincible from this new point of view as well, from just the regular day-to-day person, it's crazy. It allows not just Invincible, but also us to see how sheltered he was before as a hero working with Cecil. They literally blinded him from the mistakes that he was making. He had no idea that he was even, that all this, like, he knew, but he didn't know to what level and to what extent the tragedy really was, and how everyone was really feeling. It's just crazy the way that we've been able to kind of go through this show from season 1 to where we are now in season 3, and truly see how much growth and development has occurred within Mark and Invincible, and those characters as they are. Like, it's like, wow. And being able to see it through the lenses of this person that has lost their loved ones, and it just is wanting justice, right? We see the way that, for us, we see how Invincible's take on everything is, if you're not good, you're bad, or if you do bad things, you're evil, or whatever. And from this guy's point of view, he actually agrees with Invincible completely, which is insane, right? He agrees with Invincible completely, and he doesn't think that Invincible is free of that notion either. And it's just really sad. You see this guy trying to take the proper channels, going up to the DA. He's been calling the DA forever, and all he wants is for that really justice, but that justice quickly turns into revenge. And I think the main story of this episode is that, once justice turns to revenge, it ends up hurting the people closest to us more than anything else. And that is super sad. You know what I mean? His wife was trying to help him out, everything. And then this episode was also like, it started with deconstructing the entire thing that happened with Mark and his dad, to where Oliver is like, yo, is everyone always going to be mad at dad and all these things? And it's like, Mark himself is even trying to get that understood within his head of the whole rehabilitation thing with his own father, but he can't take that same notion and put it towards these other people that are living their lives. And it was just a crazy way to kind of go through it. We also get we also get introduced to Amber and her boyfriend. I think his name is Kyle. Kyle and Invincible basically hit it off. I was like, oh, she gave him a hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of those hugs where she breathed real deep so she could remember the smell of him or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was wild. Yo, I love the way that they bonded over Space Dog, just showing you how quick and easy it is for dudes to be bros and for bros to be dudes. And that is cool. That's just cool. It works out. Oh, we also got to see what Rudy had actually been working on this entire time, and it was basically a cell regenerative compounding belt, to where anytime that monster girl transforms, her cells will not be lost, as is what happens with the curse, and is the reason why she gets younger. This show also does a damn good job of explaining its metaphysics, its world building, its magic systems, ability systems, power systems, and everything else in between. I appreciate it so damn much. It makes me hype, bro. It makes me hype. I don't know if this belt thing is going to come back to either be a bad thing or what is going to happen, but man, I'm here for everything that's going on within this show. It was just so sad to see the way that Powerplex was absolutely lost in the sauce with everything that was going on. How mad he was about Omni-Man and Invincible and the deaths, and it's just all of that anger, hatred, pain just funneled through the wrong place. And I even said it about his wife. Like, she was supportive in all the wrong ways. Like, my man should have been in therapy. I thought he was talking to a therapist, but really it was just his crazy ass wife that was actually not intimidating, but what's the word? His crazy ass wife that was enabling everything that he was doing, like that shit was just, I was not ready for that. I wasn't ready for anything. These episodes do a damn good job of keeping me on my toes, because I just don't know what is going to be happening. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what's happening. And I love Mama Invincible, yo. Mom Invincible is just awesome. She got the sauce. She's always got the wise words, the wisdom. She's just a great woman, a great lady, and she milfing it up too. So I'm just excited, we got Sandra Oh as the voice actor. So come on, baby. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, damn, yo. Oh, speaking of voice actors, the cast in this is insane. I was looking up the list, and it's just so many people. Even if you bring the cast list up here, like all of the names are like big names. Like the elephant was John DiMaggio. Simu Liu is the freaking multi-Paul. Kate Mara as Becky Duvall, which is the dude's wife. Powerplex is goddamn Aaron Paul. Like, bro, what? Like, the names are insane for every single cast. Like, everyone on the cast basically is a big name. And that's something that I wasn't aware of. Hype. I can't stress to you enough how excited I am and how sad I am that there's only 2 more episodes. Episode 7 and episode 8 are the final episodes of season 3. So we only have 2 more episodes left going into this season, which is kind of sad. especially because we had that like 3-episode release at the beginning, you know, but 2 more weeks and then we're going to be done with it. But I'm excited. It's been good. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it in the comment section down below. Also, has to be one of the saddest things ever that bro absolutely zapped his own wife and child that he was trying to use as goddamn bait. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just sitting here like, please leave this vicinity, leave this area. And bro really tied him up, like not even a fake tie or nothing. Like, look at what did he think was going to happen? The fact that mans didn't understand that electricity generates a level of heat as well, just sad. And his son and wife died being terrified of him. And in an instant, they were absolutely cooked, fried, hook, line, sinker, bro. Like, look at that. Look at the horror in his face. Like, so sad, man. And out of all the things that I thought was going to happen, the last thing that I thought was going to happen was that he was going to absolutely charboil his family. Like, I did not think that was going to be the thing that occurred in this episode. Seeing the little hand. Oh, my God, bro. Like, they are pulling at the emotions, tugging at the heartstrings. And it is just, it's just so sad. It's just so sad. And again, we continue to see the way Invincible kind of goes through all of these emotions as well, seeing that he's made the wrong decisions or whatever. And it's like, damn, man, it's just heartbreaking to see all these people go through so much pain, so much hurt, so much heartbreak, and not really be able to, not be able to do anything about it. So, yeah, just wanted to end it with that. End my review with it. That's just so sad, yo. But let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments, man. And if you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay updated with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in. And you can follow us on all social media at Marvel Bros to stay updated with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. Let's see how you guys were feeling about that episode. Did they reanimate the whole thing? Hey, it looks pretty solid. It did look pretty solid. Yeah, we were watching it, bro. No volume, no consistent volume or nothing like that. Sorry about that, yo, over there on Twitch. You see that? That's my answer to that. Get up out of here. You in the wrong area. You really pulled up to this stream, saw me, and was like, I'm going to use the word woke. Get out of here, brother. All I'm going to say is CPS, bro. What? Yo. This is going to be brutal. It definitely was brutal, yo. I just finished it. This is getting real. I agree. So real, it's insane. Bro is just crazy. He has failed to take accountability. Yeah, it's wild to say that it's wild to think that his wife and kid's death is on Mark. Like, for him to think that, it's just like, yeah, bro, you're lost in the sauce, my boy. Now when bro was trying to save your family the whole time that he didn't even know was your family because you held them fake hostage. Corny ass. Like, what in the hell? I don't want to hurt any innocent bystanders looking ass like that. Like, what? Kidnap literally anyone. Not your wife and kid. You're going to put your wife and kid in mortal danger as you're about to see. Revenge blinds you, bro. All he was seeing was red. Invincible War is next. Civil War ain't got nothing on this. Invincible War. Yo, yeah, that was crazy. That was a really good episode. Powerplex is definitely a tragic character, but he has failed to understand that it's not Invincible's fault. Then ends up hurting people and still blaming Mark. Yeah, for real. That I agree so much. He's been through a lot. I understand why he's sad and broken, but damn, bro, at what point are you just gonna kind of let that shit go? Even if you don't let it go. I was like, you are just as crazy as he is. Like, no woman with a straight face will tell her husband to crash out on innocent people, then come up with the idea to fake kidnap you and your kid. Yeah, bro, I don't know what she was on. I wish I could have found out what the hell she was going on with her. Like, it wasn't even her sister. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean it like that, but it was her sister-in-law. Like, and I'm not trying to say it in that manner, but like, why are you crashing out like this? Like, what the hell? You've been wanting him to do something with his powers, you know? I didn't think they were going to show Jack and Becky's friend fried bodies. Yeah, that was intense, yo. I didn't think so either. But they're going there. Like, they're going there. As far as everyone that's read the comic has told me that they are going there every way that they can, outside of certain like SA stuff that was kind of going on, which most people are like not even mad that they left it out of the show because it was like wild SA things going on within the show, within the comic, I guess. So yeah, you know, they had me at the beginning because they didn't show Jack at first, and I was like, wow, Amazon doesn't have the guts to show what's in the comics. Boy, was I wrong. Yeah, they did that slow build really well, introducing us to the kid, having him kind of be off in the distance as well. Him, every time he's around, he's scared, and we keep kind of being nervous about the about Powerplex possibly overloading and kill. Like, that's something that continued to be a thought in my head up until he actually did it, and I didn't even think about them being right behind him and like being fried to a damn crisp like that. But boy, this show is on some realness, man. They're doing the real shit. I said it in last week's episode as well. It's crazy how, despite all of the superhero flying and magic and adjacent things that are going on, they still are somehow finding a way to keep this story ultra grounded. Like, I really don't know how they're able to do that, but shout out to them because it's definitely something that they're accomplishing. It might be me, but the animation looks so much better this episode compared to the last. I love how the electricity looks. I loved the in this episode, and I love the lighting. I agree, Exzilla. They definitely did do something different with the animation this time. They definitely I think there was actually some like CG renders in there at some point, and not just like, well, I guess everything could be CG renders nowadays, but it was like more CGI. You could tell it was like a 3D thing that they had going on. It kind of went from 2D to 3D and all these different things. And a lot of people already have been saying that they saved the budget for the end seasons. The lighting was going stupid when bro was standing on the top of the building and then the music was playing and it was like coming up over like behind him as he stands over the city. Oh, yo, that shit was crazy. I knew that was gonna happen. They were in the same room. Like, no one understood that a full powered crash out is bad idea. The death flags were waving throughout the episode when it comes to that family. I agree, which is definitely foreshadowing, letting us know that that's gonna happen. I thought they were gonna get crushed or something by some rocks, but nah, bro, they got extra crispy. Animation definitely took a step up in this episode, which has me hyped for the Conquest fight. They are putting more money into the episodes with big fights. Yeah, which is what they should do. More narrative driven episodes do not need that. I don't think they need the budget as bad. You know, they can just, you know, cut those corners as they need to, which is what everyone does in every form of media everywhere. Mark has to learn that he can't save everyone, especially the ones that don't want to be saved. Yo, Justo, that's a hard thing to figure out. That is a hard thing to learn. because someone can say you can't save everyone, and the response to that 9 times out of 10 will always be, "Well, I can try." You know what I'm saying? I noticed the CGI when Powerplex escapes. Yeah, and like some of those, even the smaller scenes had some CGI in it, where it was a more of a 3D render, where the characters were just walking around, kind of like B-roll, if you will, and they were like kind of 360ing around the characters, and it was looking a little more Ruby-ish, if you will, as well. And I'm not opposed to that. I think they're really about to go stupid in these last 2 episodes. Episode 7 and episode 8, they're probably going to be going crazy in those ones. And then I know everyone keeps talking about Invincible War. I have no idea what that is, and I won't know what it is until it happens. So, you feel me? And when they revealed what happened, I was like, now if they were to kill off when Scott was using his powers in full blast, I better not hear not one word from. Bro, dead ass. Like, how you gonna be mad that you mad that you killed your family and blame it on the bruh? Take some accountability, bro. You dead ass use your powers at full. You tried to kill you tried to kill a dude named Invincible around regular ass human people. Goofy ass boy, what you thought? What did you think? Another reason why, I mean, but he was just a regular ass dude. No, they were like scientists and shit. So it just really shows you how blind their rage was. Like they didn't do no tests, see the limits of his powers, see the limits of the power converters, nothing. And I'm pretty sure I already said this, but yo, come on. Using the energy, using kinetic energy to convert to electricity, beautiful. Really, really good idea. But let me know what you guys felt about this one in the comment section down below. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in with me tonight and watching season 3, episode 6 of Invincible. We only have 2 episodes left in this season, chat, and I am so excited. I am so excited. We're about to get it cracking, man. We're about to get it cracking. Like, it's about to be a good time. It's about to be a good time next week and the week after that. We're getting closer to Daredevil is next week. We also have, I can't remember, but I feel like something else is going on next week as well. It's slipping my brain hole right now, but something else is going on next week, if I'm not mistaken. Outside, maybe it's just Invincible. No, the Mickey 17, I think, is next week. I think that's a movie though. Yeah, Invincible, Daredevil. Yep. So make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys tune in because we will be doing all of these watch parties and reviews. It's going to be a good time. I'm here for it. I hope you guys are here for it. I hope you guys are ready and excited because, man, we got a lot of content coming to y'all. Yep, Andor Season 2 is happening. That's true. We have our trailer reaction for that right now. Make sure you guys go check it out on the channel for Andor. That Andor Season 2 trailer is up right now. We're going to be doing our watch parties and reviews for Andor for sure. Outside of that, we're also going to be checking out there's something else. There's a lot of stuff going on. because not everything is on the same type of thing. You know, it's like we got Daredevil, we got Andor, we got Wheel of Time, we got Invincible, we have I feel like there's something else coming out soon. I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah, man, W episode, W day, W chat. I appreciate you. Shout out to Red Dead Caleb. Shout out to everybody in the chat, all the new people, Justo, all y'all. Shout out to everybody that's coming back as well. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, Wheel of Time is hella good. We actually just finished the 3rd book earlier today for book club. It was awesome. Wheel of Time it's amazing. The book is fantastic. This is going to be the 3rd season. This show is so good so far, and it keeps getting better and better, and they're putting more and more love, more money, more all of the things around into it where it needs to. So definitely give Wheel of Time a try. It's kind of like the best way I can explain it to someone who hasn't seen it or anything like that is it's kind of like Lord of the Rings meets Game of Thrones in a way, but I'm pretty sure Wheel of Time came before Game of Thrones. You know, like Lord of the Rings, Wheel of Time, Game of Thrones is kind of the progression of when they came out. But it's really good. Like they got the magic stuff and all these other elements that are there. And I think you'll like it. The first season's good, second season is better, and the 3rd season looks like it's going to be even better. They're putting more and more money into it season by season. I have trailer reactions here on the channel for all of the seasons, so you can go and find it and see if it's your speed. Hear how I felt about it, hear how I feel about it, all those things. So yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys. Definitely can't wait for next week when we were going to be doing episode 7 of the watch parties for Invincible, and we will be doing our season premiere watch party for Daredevil Born Again. So again, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell and everything else in between so you can always be updated when we come out with new content. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to save day with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. You can follow us on Marvel Bros to save day with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. We're always posting the latest news, movie reviews, and everything else in between. So go ahead and come by and say hi. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of more content here on the channel. I'm trying to get into Let's Plays, breakdowns, comic book stuff, book club. Like, we're going to be covering all the nerdy things at the disposal. And we hope that you guys are ready to go on that nerdy journey with us. All right? With all that being said, I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Mark Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.markbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.